Francis Lopez. Coach Christian, congratulations for this victory. You needed a strong second half to fend off the Growling Tigers. What can you say about your team's effort in the second half?
Much better, definitely. You know, after allowing 23 points in the first quarter alone, and then limiting them to 28 in the second half. Obviously, mas maganda yung second half namin in terms of effort, in terms of adjustments, but it's really the players, no? They responded to all the things that Coach Gold told them to do, especially during halftime. But this is a tough UST team, obviously a much better team compared to the last season. Just like any other team in the UAAP, you can always expect yung A game nila. So kudos to them, and we're just fortunate that in the end, we were able to hold them down, especially in the fourth quarter.
Harold, you had 16 points, including back-to-back jumpers between the fourth, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 block. So, ano masasabi mo na yung nga, nung second half, maganda yung pinakita nyo kasi pumalag ang UST. Ano masasabi mo?
Sabi nga ni Coach Chris, nag-respond kami as a team ng maayos. Yung base naman din sa mga shots ko, kinuha ko lang kung ano yung instinct ko, kung anong nafe-feel ko. And yung mga bagay niyan, ini-ensayo ko naman. Hindi naman siya basta-basta lumalabas lang sa game eh.
Francis, you had 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. So, what can you say right now? We are now almost in the halfway mark of the eliminations. And what do you see right now for UP to remain on top?
Still a lot to improve on. It's just the first round, 6-0, but but at the same time, we got to give credit to the coaches and us as well for working hard for this one. And every team's a tough team for us. We just we can't be complacent about any team. So we're just really happy that we got this one, and hoping that we will win on the next game.
Okay, the floor is
hello po, Christian po from Abante. Question po kay what will be the team's preparation on their upcoming match against TLC?
First of all, ang ganda ng pangalan mo. Second, just like how we prepare for any other team, obviously we're gonna watch yung games sila, all 6 games sila, and we're gonna practice that in the next few days. Ang importante is ma-match namin yung effort nila. Alam naman natin na ang Lasal, every time they step on the court, particularly their bigs like si KQ at si Phillips, if you fail to match yung effort na binibigay nila sa loob on both ends, we're gonna be on the latter part, and we don't want that. So I think that's what's important, papasok ng larong yun, more than the X and O's.
Pertaining po kay KQ, may plans na po ba kayo para i-limit yung movements niya or any plans against him po?
Well, si Kevin kasi playing for us when he was in high school, obviously there's that familiarity factor, but he is a much different, a much better player now, obviously. So those are things that we're gonna have to talk about starting tonight. And hopefully ma-execute ng mga players pagdating ng Sunday.
For Francis and Harold, back-to-back games na medyo naunahan kayo sa simula. From a player standpoint, ano yung mga hindi nyo nagagawa sa first few minutes ng game na kailangan yung kumbaga ma-recover para hindi rin kayo yung naghahabol sa laro?
I'll say, we were starting slow for the past 2 games. You said, for us, I think it's defense who brought us back really, and and then our shots aren't really falling, but we just gotta continue, and yeah, pretty much defense.
Para sa akin naman, kanina na-mention din ni Coach Gold, parang first yung start ng quarter, parang hindi kami naglalaro ng within stick eh. Parang every possession, tumitingin kami sa bench ko nung gagawin. Parang hindi kami ganun eh. And yung isa pa, isang malaking kawalan si Maymay kasi isa din sa bagay niya na pero hindi siya excuse para sa amin na ipakita kung ano yung kakayanan ng bawat isa sa amin kasi honestly talented talaga kami as a team and lang namin hanapin lang namin yung mga kanto kung saan kami pwedeng mag-improve.
For Aaron, paano yung mga kalaro si JD? Paano ba lang minotivate yung teammates mo as a guardian? As a leader na rin ng team?
Parang nire-ready ko lang din si Jan Felicidad, yung backup point guard namin, and si Terence na kinakausap ko siya kahapon before practice na wala si Maymay, anong gagawin mo, ganito, ganyan. Nag-uusap din kami sa mga ganyan. And sa iba naman, parang ako din minsan nagkakamali din. So, andyan din naman sina Jerry, yung ibang mga veterans na mag-backup sa akin kung paano i-lead yung team.
Harold naman. 6-0 na pinatakbo ng campaign na yun. Gano'n malaking confidence na siguro yung meron kayo ngayon na kasi ito na yung isa sa mga inaabangan na laro sa sulit yung Lasal. Siguro gano'n malaking confidence na meron nga kayo sa undefeated record sa ngayon.
Confidence siguro okay pa rin. Okay sa amin yan, paparating sa Lasal game. Pero iniisip lang namin na baka mag-sobra na yung confidence namin, mag-complacent kami. Nire-remind lang namin yung bawat isa na maging stay level. Malayo pa yung UAAP, patapos pala yung first round. And hindi naman yung first round lang yung goal namin. Hindi naman second round yung goal namin. Yung goal talaga namin is yung tapos ng UAAP championship.
For both Francis and Harold, it's the second time in a row now that you've ended a game with a comeback win. How do you manage to stay so well in the present and keep a steady mind? Is it something you have to be reminded of a lot to get to this point? And if so, what do your coaches tell you?
Like I said earlier, you just got to be ready in every game, especially on defense. And tough teams. Like we have a lot of tougher teams this season compared to last year, and just got to keep on defending the teams that we're gonna be facing, especially LaSalle. Most definitely for Kevin Campbell. He's the MVP last year. He's gonna be a really key player for the LSU. Coaches are gonna talk about what we're gonna do for him, especially. Just gotta keep our heads up for this one.
Siguro yung about comeback as a team. Lahat naman kami siguro bad start eh. Yun nga lang, nire-remind kami palagi ni Coach Gold na kung may naloob mo sa mga ganitong sitwasyon, hindi ka talaga tatagal sa isang bagay. Lalo na sa UAAP kasi daming crowds, daming parang external distractions, ganito, ganyan. Yung important lang sa amin is yung sa circle namin. Kung paano namin harapin as a team, as a individual.
Coach Chris, will JD be good to go for the finals match against the Southern Sunday?
Well, he was actually good to go today, no? In day-to-day basis yung nangyari sa kanya, in game time decision. So, there could have been a situation earlier na pinasok siya eh. But it was coach's decision na hindi na. So, yeah, I think it will be the same thing pagdating this Sunday.
Siguro, Coach, gaano malaking moral boost lang sa inyo na naka-win kayo against St. University without the likes of JD Cagulan?
Well, tulad ng sinabi ni Harold kanina, malaking bagay yun, no? And ang pinakamalaking bagay doon is nag-step up si Jan tsaka si Terence. One thing that Coach Gold reminded the whole team this week, is that everybody has to stay ready. With Terence, for example, if you followed his career from the juniors division, he played more of shooting guard, and then syempre pag angat niya sa college, he had to play dual or combo, playing the 1, playing the 2. So, and at times it's a challenge for a player to play both positions, defensively, offensively. Kailangan alam mo yung takbo ng play, dalawang position. Defensively, yung mga rotations. So, importante na nag-step up sila, which nakita natin kanina.
Coach, wala pa kayong talong close game. Lahat na defense. Mag-players factor ba yung kapag-its na medyo shady campaign sila so far? Including na sa game.
Siguro from you guys and the crowd, the outside looking in, it looks like not a close game from the final score. From a coaches on the sideline, parang feeling namin close game lagi. So, but yeah, I see your point, no? Because by the numbers, we've won by double figures, and this is something that, we reminded the players, no, that not to play the score, and we've seen it happen twice already. It started with the UE game, and then the FEU game we were up as much as 26, and then it was brought down to I think 11 or 10. So that's the last thing that you want, whether you have a big lead or not. And one thing that Coach Gold always mentioned, and that we mentioned here already, is that obviously it only takes 1 point to win a game. It also takes 1 point to lose a game. So the meaning of that is, ang ine-emphasize namin sa kultura dito sa UP is that valuing each possession regardless of who we play. And that's why yung preparation namin, whether it's a team that is on top of the standings or a team that's below the standings, the preparation is always the same.
Congratulations, Coach Christian.